matter of immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all, the distinguished dignitaries, respected faculty members, honored guests, dear students, and participants to this special evening of Artificial Intelligence Knowledge Network AIKN program. This evening, it is my proud privilege to introduce a distinguished academic leader, an accomplished researcher, and an inspiring mentor who contributed to engineering, education, and technical excellence. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our esteemed guest, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Panda, sir. Professor Panda, sir, has served as the Director of Government Women's Institute of Technology, Dehradun, where his visionary leadership significantly contributed to strengthening technical education and promoting academic excellence. He is currently serving as the professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at Gobind Balla Pant Engineering College, Ghurdauri, Pauri, Uttarakhand. One of the state's most prestigious engineering institutions, Professor Panda completed his Bachelor's of Technology in Electrical Engineering in electrical engineering, followed by masters in control and instrumentation from Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology (MNNIT), Prayagraj. He subsequently earned his PhD in power and control engineering from prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, with research focused on advanced intelligent control system for power application. With more than 2 decades of distinguished experience in teaching, research, academic administration, and institutional development, Professor Panda sir has made remarkable contribution to the field of technical education. He has also served as the State Project Administrator of the Technical Education Quality Improvement Program (EQIP) third under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. His research interests include artificial intelligence, soft computing, neural network, fuzzy logic, evolutionary optimization, smart grid technology, renewable energy system, intelligent control system, and power engineering. He has published numerous of research papers in internationally reputed SCI and Scopus indexes journals and has guided several postgraduate scholars while actively promoting research, innovation, and industry oriented education. Respected Sir is widely admired not only for his academic achievement but also for his dedication to nourishing young minds, encouraging innovators, and inspiring students to become responsible professionals and future leaders. We are indeed fortunate to have such an eminent academician and visionary educator with us this evening. We are confident that his valuable insights and vast experience will inspire all the participants of today's AIKN program. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to join me in giving a round of applause as we extend a heartful and warm welcome to our distinguished guest, Dr. Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Panda, sir. Sir, on the behalf of entire AIKN family, the organizing committee, and everyone present here, we sincerely thank you for graciously accepting our invitation and honoring us with your esteemed presence. Now, I would like to welcome a distinguished academician, researcher, mentor, and visionary educator, Professor Rudra Pratap Singh Chauhan, sir. Professor Chauhan, sir, bring him bring with him an exceptional academic journey spanning more than 25 years of teaching and research experience along with 2 years of industrial experience throughout his illustrious career. He has made remarkable contribution to the field of electronics and communication, embedded system, internet of things, artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning and robotics. He is currently serving as a professor and head of Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Artificial Intelligence Machine Learning at Sri Shankaracharya Institute of Professional Management and Technology, Raipur. Professor Chauhan sir has earned his PhD from Uttarakhand Technical University, Dehradun, along with an MTech with honors, a Bachelor's of Engineering, and specialized diploma in industrial electronics and hardware system design. His strong academic foundation has enabled him to inspire thousands of students and researchers. His technical expertise includes embedded system, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, ESP32, IoT, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, robotics, and robotic process automation. He has successfully guided numerous innovative projects and established career of excellence in embedded system, PLC SCADA, and industrial automation. A passionate educator and trainee, Dr. Chauhan sir has served as a resource person in AICTE ATAL faculty development program, delivered expert lecture on the data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning, and developed MOCCS for the Government of India Swayam platform. His dedication to academic excellence continues to shape the next generation of engineering and innovators. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are truly privileged to have such an accomplished academic leader and inspiring mentor with us. I'm confident that his insights, knowledge, and vast experience will motivate all of us to think beyond the conventional boundaries and embrace the future of the technology with confidence. Now, I would like to hand over this session to Dr. Sandeep Negi sir. Sir, please.
Hmm. Good evening to all. मैं सर्वप्रथम uh, प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार पांडा सर, जीबी पंत इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज गुड़दौड़ी पौड़ी, और प्रोफेसर रुद्र प्रताप सिंह चौहान सर, संकल चंद पटेल यूनिवर्सिटी, विंसर गुजरात का स्टेट लेवल आइकन सीरीज प्रेजेंटेशन सीरीज में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं सर। आप दोनों लोगों का हार्दिक स्वागत है। हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए सभी प्रबुद्ध जन जो कि राष्ट्रपति निकेतन उत्तराखंड से हमारे साथ में हैं, कुछ इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स भी साथ साथ इस प्रोग्राम के हमारे सीरीज में लगातार जुड़े हुए थे, उन लोगों का, जो फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं, जो प्रेजेंटर्स हैं, और बाकी स्टूडेंट्स और सामान्य जन जो कि इस सीरीज में लगातार हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए रहे, वो विज्ञान और तकनीकी के क्षेत्र में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, तो उन सभी लोगों का भी इस सीरीज में पुनः स्वागत करता हूं। आइकन प्लेटफॉर्म का जो उद्देश्य है सर, वो एक प्रकार का संयोजन तैयार करना है, और वो संयोजन ताकि जो है तकनीकी के इंटरेस्ट रखने वाले स्टूडेंट्स तक जो है सही जानकारी सही माध्यम से पहुंच सके। तो ये एक हमारा प्रयास रहा है। स्टूडेंट्स इससे किस प्रकार से बेनिफिट उनको मिलता है, जैसे कि ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन का आजकल जो है पूरा चलन है, उसके साथ एक प्रकार से सामंजस्य बिठाना, अपने आप को स्टेट लेवल के जो प्रेजेंटर्स हैं और जो नेशनल लेवल के प्रेजेंटर्स हैं, उनके सम्मुख पाना, उनसे उनको नॉलेज शेयर करना और उनसे नॉलेज प्राप्त करना, तो स्टूडेंट्स को इस प्रकार से फायदा होता है। और अपने माध्यम से एक प्रकार का ये तकनीकी जो ज्ञान का प्रसार है, वो पूरी सोसाइटी तक इस माध्यम से पहुंचता है। तो ये हमने यहाँ पर किया है सर। और उसके अलावा कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डिंग स्टूडेंट्स की किस प्रकार से होती है, ये स्टूडेंट्स खुद फील करते हैं कि वो किस प्रकार से, क्योंकि जो लगातार स्टूडेंट्स प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर, वो स्टूडेंट्स फील करते हैं कि उनके प्रेजेंटेशन की स्किल्स में किस प्रकार से ग्रोथ हुई है, किस प्रकार से डेवलप किया उन्होंने अपने आप को। चूंकि यहाँ पर डिफरेंट एकेडमिशियंस, इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स और विभिन्न प्रकार के वैज्ञानिक भी अलग अलग क्षेत्रों से हमारे साथ जुड़ते हैं सर, और भी आगे संभावना है कि इस फील्ड और इन फील्ड से हमारे साथ और भी लोग जुड़ेंगे। तो इस प्रकार से हम एक प्रकार की रिमोट एजुकेशन को भी इस माध्यम से प्रमोट करते हैं, और प्रदेश स्तर के जो ये कार्य हमने स्टार्ट किया है, इसको नेशनल लेवल तक ले जाना और आगे इंटरनेशनल लेवल तक ले जाना, आप सभी प्रकार के प्रबुद्ध जनों के सहयोग के माध्यम से ये सब संभव है। तो आपका सभी लोगों का मैं आइकन सीरीज में स्वागत करता हूं, और सर्वप्रथम मनोज पांडा सर को मैं उनके उद्बोधन हेतु आमंत्रित करूंगा। पांडा सर प्लीज।
Thank you, Dr. Sandeep, uh, for inviting me to this Artificial Intelligence Knowledge Network presentation series, valedictory session. And I'm happy that your initiative and your organization initiative to motivate the young minds of the school children and our engineering college and other college students to create an interest on this uh, you know uh, very advanced uh, technology in today's demand, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, so that they can uh, think about the future in this particular field, and uh, and how to uh, you know uh, practice how to apply these techniques in their respective uh, field of study and the different problems. Uh, so, as you told that this is for the last 1 week, it is the program has been started, and so many speakers have given their presentation on different topics with respect to different applications. So, being a faculty in electrical engineering and working for the last decades in this area, and specifically, working with the young minds, engineering students for the last 20 to 22 years in the state of Uttarakhand, and serving for contributing in different administrative capacity. Uh, I want to just say some important points because it's not a technical lecture, because we have school students and other students from different capacities. So as we know that these artificial intelligence and machine learning, they are uh, motivated from the functioning of our human being brain, our body, our cells, even the nature, and the insects, so many things. And we the God has given us the human brain, which is very much uh, powerful enough to utilize our brain to develop new tools, new technologies for solving any complicated problems. जैसे स्कूल बच्चे हैं, मैंने उनको एक बात बताना चाहूँगा। जब हम छोटे थे, हमको हमारा पेरेंट्स या हमारा टीचर्स हमको बहुत चीज़ सिखाते थे। हम किसी भी अ, कोई भी टेक्निक हो, कोई ट्रिक हम एडॉप्ट करते थे कि कैसे उसको हम याद रखेंगे। जैसे टेबल से आवर टीचर्स एंड आवर पेरेंट्स यूज्ड टू taught us any table, say 2, 4, 5, etc. But they never taught us the higher multiplication, like 236 into 2486, like that, like that. So because we have been trained for a particular series of table, and we can apply that for computation of higher multiplications. Similarly, uh, we have friends, we have spent some important years of our life with our friends, good colleagues, for last 15 years, 20 years, school education, college education, and then suddenly we departed, and we are working in different fields, and after 20 years, 30 years, we are again meeting somewhere. The question is, when you are going to see our friend, uh, one question come to our mind: how to recognize? It seems that I have seen this guy somewhere else. So many questions are coming to our mind at that particular situation. Like, I think I know this person. I have met some person in this life, my life. I think he was my classmate. I think he was in my section, and I think his name is like this, like this. So it is taking some time to recall, to recognize my friend. So, what is the logic behind giving such examples to my dear students? Is that because we learn or we are being trained with some data, with some examples, and when some situation is coming, we are going to recall the datas which are been already stored in our brain, uh, and we are going to find out a solution in similar fashion. Like in 90s, when we have started studying about the basic concept of artificial intelligence, uh, we have experienced that the first, you can say, the first technique or tool we understood that it is a artificial neural network. And artificial neural network, as we all know, ये हमारा जो ब्रेन है उसका फंक्शनिंग से डिराइव हुआ है. जैसे हमारा ब्रेन में न्यूरॉन्स, they are connected in a random way in a parallel structure, and every neuron is computing. They are told, they are assumed to be the computing elements and are playing an important role for any calculation, for taking any decision. Similarly, we are going to develop a artificial neural network structure with the help of our computer. And the problem, uh, because our brain can solve, of course, can solve any complicated problems, but the most important thing is that the time parameters, how much time it will take. Like we have simple mathematical equations, might have a 2 3 4 value problems, we want to solve it, we can solve it with the help of pen and paper. It may take 1 hour 2 hour like that. But when the number of variables are more, when the problem complexity increases, it will take time. So in this competitive world, we cannot wait. So we have to develop some system, technique, and we have to train it with the help of the availability data, so that once it is trained, like earlier our human brain was functioning to sort out any issue, sort out any problem, the same structural network, we called it artificial neural network, can sort out that complicated problem for which we have trained it. And once it is trained, uh, we can apply it to sort out that complicated problem. So what I mean to say, that today we are called in machine learning, uh, how we are going to, because learning is never ends, as you know. Always there is a new thing to learn. Like uh, we have progressed starting from school education to higher education, uh, and in every stages of learning we used to learn some new things, and somebody was guiding us, somebody was helping us, somebody was training us to learn that new things. So the objective was not to, after getting a uh, training and we learned it, and then we have to a theory examination, we have to score marks, the job is over. No, the job will be only over whatever we have learned, how to apply it. We might be appearing on a competitive examination, and whatever we have learned, and then scoring some marks, we have qualified then that examination, that either for higher study or for getting a job. Similarly, in case of AI area, AI arena, we have different types of tools, and every tool has an important role to play. And in our real time situations, we have different types of problems, and we want to apply these tools, train models in the real time situations to get a solution at the earliest stage possible. Therefore, we have to think how to train the particular model, and whether that model which you have trained, it is accurate enough, and whether it is be can be tested by some testing data, and then calculating the accuracy, we can assume that yes, my train network or my train model is better, and it is ready now to apply for these particular problems. And because now our students are very much talented enough, they are very good in coding skills, they are very good in critical thinking, problem solving, capacity, but they have to you know decide the best way to utilize these uh, tools for a better solution. Because when this is not only this AI or any tool to solve our daily problems, assignments, preparation for an exam, but the thing is that how to apply it in different important real time problems. And we know very well that the problems which we human beings are not able to solve, or we can solve it in a very big time span, because we want to save the time, we want to save the cost involved. The problem which was able to solve by 10 people, now we are able to solve with the one or two people with the development of AI tools. And the thing is that how to learn, how to train. Just like I have shared with that our teacher, we called it as a supervisor, because every time we need a guru, a teacher who can guide us. Not only teachers who can teach us, but the most important thing, who can guide in every stages of our teaching learning process. So uh, there must be a supervisor that they are calling as a supervised learning. So that means in every stages of learning, we are being monitored. We are monitoring the performance of the network, because we know what is our expectation. We know that what should be the output of this model, output of this network, and our objective is, uh, once my no model is trained, then it can be compared with my target, and if the error is very minimum, then we can assume that my model is the best model, and it is now ready to be applicable. So when we are saying the error is minimum, uh, that means, uh, in layman's definition, that how to train our model in such a way that the errors should be minimal. That's why, as I told you, uh, for every type of problem, because we have different types of problem. We have a forecasting problem. What should be the weather of the state of Uttarakhand tomorrow? What should be the Sensex, stock market forecasting, load forecasting, nuclear science problem, our industry process control problem. Any problem it is coming in our mind that can be easily solved by AI, or you can say machine learning tool. But the most important, my dear students, that we have to find out a best model, best network, best training algorithm which can be applicable for training that model, training that network, so that it can be perfectly useful for that particular problem. Like we are a engineering student, if somebody will ask that who can give you a problem of economics or political science situations, we may not be deliver well, or a student from political science or history cannot deliver well in engineering. So we have to first design a appropriate model, appropriate training algorithm, and we must have the sufficient data available with us to train that model. As I have told you, that how I can recognize my friend to whom I missed for the last 20 years. Because my friends, my students who are going to passing out this year, those who have already appeared their final semester examination, or those students who have passed the 12th examination, they are going to miss their friends. And after 20 years, they are going to meet in some airport. So there are different types of questions come to our mind. Oh, I have seen this guy somewhere. Oh, I think he passed out from my college or my school. So it is taking, that means how my neural network in my brain is functioning very fast to recognize my friend who is Mr. or Miss X, and I missed him or her for the last 20 years. In some cases, within some section, in some cases, within some minutes, but we are able to recognize, oh, he is Mr. X. He was in my branch in electrical engineering. He was in my batch. We are in the same group in the practical classes. He or she used to score more marks than me. He was very good in this subject. So you try to understand. This is nothing new. These are the natural things. And we are applying the same, skills which our brain have developed, brain was utilizing to develop these new models for application to different big complex problems. My dear friends, my dear students, I'm giving my example. When I was doing, and I'm very frank with sharing any facts with my students, in my time, when we are doing BTech in 94, we have not studied C language. We have learned only Fortran programming. Because although we are in electrical branch, we are not concerned about the different programming language which the computer science students used to study and write the exams. We have came across MATLAB, and we have never understood or have learned MATLAB in our BTech program. So when we are in post graduation, where our professor giving us some assignment to write a program for an inverted pendulum problem in MATLAB, then we used to learn, oh, this is a new thing, we should learn it. So when we are going to understand the importance of any new tool, of any new technology, and uh, when we got to know that what are the benefits, because as a student, now you people are very smart, that you are getting new things to learn very quickly. Because before 20 years, before 25 years, uh, whatever the modern, the traditional techniques, the traditional tools which we have studied, because these are the basic fundamentals. Without that, we cannot understand the new things. Try to remember it throughout your life. So when we got a assignment to write a program in MATLAB for a inverted pendulum problem, that means we have got a pressure. We have to learn it. Because our professor has given this problem, we have to learn it, and then we have to write a program for that, for these inverted pendulum problems. And when during our thesis work, my professor assigned me a problem on artificial neural network for a induction motor drive problem, it was very new to me. Because first we have to learn the basics, because we have not studied any subject on that. We have to first study the what is a artificial neural network. Once you understand the basic concept, then we have to understand how to train it, and for which type of problem, which algorithm will be best suitable. So we are learning means we are experiencing some new things. So that means what we are assuming, that experience is learning. When you are going to get a new problem, we have to experience how it works, and then we have to develop a model for that particular problem, whether this particular model will be best suitable for this problem or not. Because we cannot play by a hit and trial method. That is called as a reinforcement learning algorithm. As I was talking to you, that there is a supervisor. That means there must be supervised learning. When there is no supervisor, that is unsupervised learning. That means you are going to leave everything for your, coding, your algorithm, that it will automatically train the network and will give you a result by minimizing the error. The process will go on, go on, go on. In the every intermediate stage, you are not going to monitoring the performance of your model. Similarly, in case of reinforcement learning, we are playing with the hit and trial rules by getting the result in every steps of learning. Then we are going to test it. So it is very interesting, my dear students, that this tool, and I was giving my example. It took, because in our time it was 6 months for our thesis work, and 1 or 2 months, because these are new at the time, for any problems to be implemented, specifically, for hardware problems, I am telling, because electrical, mechanical, and other core branch, whatever the new technology you used to develop, you have to test it. First, you have to test through simulation, and then you have to test through your hardware model. So we used to learn by experiencing the new things. And when we are going to implement in our model, how much we used to enjoy when you are getting a new result, and that result is approximately similar to your conventional result. And then we used to think how to improve it, because in the real time situation, any time, any things happen, your parameter, because whatever the your supply side, your load side, it might changes that can affect the performance. So accordingly, your system, your model should be adopted. So therefore, uh, what my sincere suggestion to you is that uh, this AI and machine learning is not a new concept. These all have been derived, motivated from the natural aspects of life, either human or any other things, nature. So we have to always, uh, you know, um, apply these basic, uh, you know, uh, um, technologies to develop the new models, uh, so that it can solve the complicated problems in every stages. So as you are fully aware that uh, these machine learning is nothing but it is also derived from AI. AI is a vast area. We are talking about not only the basic ANN model, that is artificial neural network model. We are also talking about the you know the intelligent tools, the like which can be applicable for any complicated problems. Fuzzy logic, like ANN, I told you that we have to take the help of the uh, human brain. We need data to train the ANN. Similarly, fuzzy logic, we used to develop some logic, some rule based on our experience, how the conventional model works. So this has been applied in also in every fields of science and technology. And uh, we have different types of fuzzy logic tools, like type 1 fuzzy logic, type 2 fuzzy logics, based on the membership functions, based on the situations what we have learned from the experience. We'll develop the rules and we'll apply it for solving the complicated problems. Similarly,
Similarly,
uh,
uh,
this we are
these we
talking
are talking
about
about
the basic machine learning tools, like we need to take the help of the data and develop the models, apply the uh, proper training algorithm, and then of course you have to test. the develop the appropriate model which have trained it.
जी
And
सर,
once it is
धन्यवाद।
trained,
जी
the model can predict the outcomes for the new data.
हम्म,
Similarly, we can evaluate the performance by different parameters, like we can check the accuracy, the precision, as I've told you, the error value. So accordingly, we can check the performance of the model. So
पांडा सर, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेजेबल पूरा
therefore,
सेशन।
I suggest you to make the best availability of the machine learning AI tools to apply, because this is the new career, I can say you. People are saying the AI is taking the jobs. No, uh, you can make the career with the help of AI. We have to learn the new things so that the AI can help you to get a better opportunity. So with this, I conclude my motivational lecture for my students. I hope that you can learn the new AI and the machine learning tools and can apply for the important complicated problems. Uh, so thank you so much, Sandeep, for inviting me to this part of the program.
सर बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेटिव आपका लेक्चर था सर, और बहुत ज़्यादा सीखने को मिला हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को भी, और खुद हमें जो है इस टाइप से बातें पता चली आपके माध्यम से सर। और एक प्रकार से जो बेसिक लर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स की हुई है वो आपके माध्यम से, और सर जो है आगे भी आपका मार्गदर्शन इसी प्रकार से आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के ऊपर हम स्टूडेंट्स को पूरी जो आइकन फैमिली है उसको मिलता रहेगा। उसके लिए हम आगे भी आपको इनवाइट करते रहेंगे सर, मनोज कुमार पांडा सर। इसके बाद रुद्र प्रताप सिंह चौहान सर, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ जो है आपका सेशन, प्लीज़ बच्चों के लिए कुछ शब्द सर।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity to that enlighten the field of machine learning and the data science. My motto is that today I am going to that differentiate what is the actual difference between the machine learning engineer and data scientist. So let me allow to share my PPT.
यस सर, प्लीज़।
Is it visible, sir?
यस
Hello.
सर, यस सर।
So today that I'm going to that give the brief idea what is the artificial intelligence and data science, the technology that will define the next century. Myself, Dr. Rudra Pratap Singh Chauhan. Presently, I am working in a Sankalchand Patel University, that is in Gujrat, in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science as a professor. So the agenda of today's presentation is nothing but what is artificial intelligence, what is data science, why AI and DS is the new technology nowadays everyone is talking, what are the revolution in the field of AI, then the industry demand, job opportunities, what are the different salary packages for ML engineer and data scientists, the career roadmap to become machine learning engineer and data scientist, different skills required, emerging technologies, future scope. We have success stories also, and how to prepare during the BTech course for the ML engineer and the data science. So these are nothing but the agendas of today's discussion and today's presentation. Let me start. What is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence, AI, is the capability of machine to imitate human intelligence. The ultimate objective is that we need to create a smart device. That device is able to think itself, obey the instruction of the user, and accordingly it will perform the job. So the AI enables computers to learn from the data. Obviously, we require a lot of data to train the model, to train the machine. Once the model is trained, we use the test data set to evaluate the performance of the model, whether the model is trained properly or not. We need to solve different critical problems, understand language, different languages, recognize images, classify those images, make decisions, predict future events. So AI is not about replacing human, it is about empowering humans to do more and achieve more. So this is nothing but the ultimate objective of artificial intelligence, that the AI is not going to replace the human beings, but the AI is used to ease the task of the human, empower humans to do more and achieve more things in a better manner. So the example of AI, we have the daily day-to-day life application that is in the form of Chat GPT, Google Assistants, Siri, Alexa, self-driving car, and the face recognition in the Facebook or Instagram. Self-driving car is nothing but the best example of artificial intelligence, where we deployed lot of sensors, lot of cameras to capture the image, to capture the data. We have the different neural networks and the ML algorithm. These ML algorithm are used to process the data so that we can able to think the dream of autonomous car, or we can say that the driverless car. So this is nothing but the ultimate objective. The ultimate objective of artificial intelligence is nothing but we need to develop the smart machine. The examples of smart machines are nowadays smartphones, smart watches, driverless car. So these are nothing but Siri, Alexa are the best example of artificial intelligence. Now, now moving to the next slide, that is nothing but what is data science? Data science is the process of extracting useful knowledge from the data. So we have a lot of data. So we need to apply the concept of mathematics, the concept of statistics, the concept of programming, the algorithm of machine learning, and the business knowledge to extract the meaningful information from the data. That is nothing but the job of data scientists. The ultimate goal is that we have the data. This data will having lot of information, and we need to extract those useful information in the form of knowledge, and according to those knowledge we can take decision. So that is nothing but the ultimate goal of the data scientist. So we have the data, collect the data, process it, use machine learning model, visualize, communicate, and analyze. This is nothing but the job of data science or data scientist. Why AI and data science is the prominent field? Today's world produces enormous data in the form of every minute millions of Google searches, thousands of online purchases, millions of WhatsApp messages, financial transactions, medical records, satellite images, social media posts. So these are the sources from where we have the millions of data, and we need to process those data to extract the meaningful information. That is nothing but the ultimate objective of the data scientist. So these data are in the form of, we can say that in the form of the text file, in the form of the image files, in the form of videos. So we need to extract the useful information for the betterment of society, for the real-time application. So AI helps convert these huge data into intelligent decisions. So with the help of these data, we can able to extract the meaningful information, and accordingly we will able to take intelligent decision. That is nothing but the AI and data science. AI is everywhere. The application, if we talk about the application of AI, so the application of AI in the field of healthcare, for example, we have disease prediction, education, personalized learning. We have different kinds of platform where the AI assist to student to learn better. Then in the field of agriculture, now we will think what is smart farming. We will extract the meaningful information by deploying the different kinds of sensors, and accordingly will provide the smart cultivation, the agriculture field. Finance, in case of finance, we can able to easily detect the fraudulent transaction. Then when in the case of manufacturing, a lot of the manufacturing or automobile industries are using the automation with the help of robots by using the AI algorithm. Then the transportation, self-driving car. Elon Musk, the founder of the Tesla group. So with the application of AI, there is a possibility of having these self-driving cars, the autonomous car. In the field of defense, we have the intelligence surveillance system, space. We need to extract the information, meaningful information from the space. And in the field of entertainment, that is the example of Netflix, movie recommendation system is also possible with the help of the application of AI. That's why AI is everywhere. We have various application of AI in the different fields. So AI is transforming lives and industries by making systems smarter, faster, and more accurate. That is nothing but why the application of AI is every domain, every field. Why AI is the future. According to the global technology reports, AI is transforming every industry. Every company is becoming an AI company. AI is expected to contribute trillions of dollars to the global economy over the coming years. Then AI professionals are among the most sought after technology experts. So if the student or a person having the AI knowledge, so they are the most preferred one to get the opportunity to get the better career opportunity in the field of AI, in the field of machine learning engineer, in the field of data scientist. The future belongs to those who understand AI and know how to use it in the better way. That is nothing but AI is the future. Then what does an AI engineer do? This thing is need to understand what is the job prospect of AI engineers. So the AI engineers will build intelligent system. That system is able to take the intelligent decision, classify the image, predict the disease. So this is nothing but the intelligent system because the machine or the model gets trained with the help of lot of input data, lot of input information, and accordingly it will take the intelligent decision. Then develop machine learning model. We have different machine learning model. That is on the basis of the problem statement, supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning. We have the classification regression problem. We have the association and clustering problems. So these are the different methods and different algorithms. We classify the data in the form of discrete, or it will monitor the data. The output is which is continuously vary. That is nothing but the regression problem. Then train deep learning networks. So with the help of lot of images, we can able to train the deep learning network to perform the particular output or to predict the particular output, to classify an image, to classify the brain tumor in the field of the healthcare. Then the another application, useful application, we develop the chatbot with the help of AI, build computer vision application, then create predictive models, business model, then develop recommendation system. That is nothing but the product recommendation system, movie recommendation system, like that. Then build autonomous robot in the field of automobiles. So a lot of the production unit are deployed with the help of the autonomous robot to automate the process. So these are nothing but the purpose or the job of AI engineers to build or pursue their career in the different domain. Then what does data scientist do? So this is nothing but the difference between the job, or we can say that the task performed by the AI engineer or the data scientist. The job of data scientist to collect data. Once the data is collected, it will clean the data. After cleaning, analyze the data, build the prediction model, generate business insight, that is nothing but the useful information, and visualize the result and help organization make better decision. So after visualization, the results of the visualized output in the form of chart and graph can be explained, can be communicated to the organization to make a better decision. So data sources, we have different data sources. We collect the data, that data is called the raw data. Then we need to clean data, we check for the missing value, then analyze the data, predict the model with the help of data, decide the model, which model is used to deploy, then extract the meaningful information and visualize the result. So here the data scientist transform data into visual insight and help organization make smarter, faster, and better decisions. So this is nothing but the job of data scientists: collect, clean, analyze, model, insight, visualize, decide to take a better decision. That is nothing but the job of data scientist. AI technology you will learn. So if you become an AI engineer, machine learning engineer, or data scientist, you need to learn the programming, any programming language. It may be a Python programming, it may be R programming, it may be a Julia programming, it may be a Rust programming or Go programming. So these are the different programming language which are mainly applicable for the AI technology. We have Python. We need to learn the Python programming. That is nothing but the most, or we can say that the important programming language which is required, at bare minimum programming language which is required for machine learning engineer, data scientist, NLP engineer. So the student must learn Python programming, understand the concept of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, natural language processing. If we talk about the AI application, so we have the application of AI is nothing but in the field of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, natural language processing. You need to know the concept of generative AI, large language model, cloud computing concept, big data analysis. And in the field of IoT, we need to integrate AI with the Internet of Things, deploy the sensors in the various fields, extract the information from the sensors, and send this data into the cloud. And from there, we will collect the data, download the data, and process that data to get the meaningful information. So that's how we integrate the AI with the IoT. Then we have edge AI and robotics. So these are nothing but the different domain, different technology we need to learn to become AI engineers. Learn, build, innovate. The future is AI and start with you only. Now, if we talk about the career opportunities, build a future that is intelligent, innovative, and impactful. So we have AI engineer, machine learning engineer, deep learning engineer, data scientist, data analyst, business analyst, AI researcher, computer vision engineer, NLP engineer, robotics engineers, cloud AI engineers, prompt engineering, ML ops engineer, AI product manager. So these are the career where the student can pursue their that the career in the field of AI, the different domain. So AI is not just a technology, it's a career revolution. Limitless rules, endless possibility be the future. So you need to learn the required technology to become or to pursue the career, any of the field that is shown in this particular slide. Next is industrial hiring. If you have the sound knowledge of AI, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, these companies are Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta AI, Apple, Nvidia, Wipro, TCS, Infosys, Oracle, IBM, Tesla, Accenture, Capgemini, Reliance, Adani, ISRO. These are nothing but the government organization, ISRO, DRDO. Industries across the world. If we talk about the industries across the world, so we have the healthcare industries, banking sector, agriculture, industry, and the manufacturing sector. So these are nothing but the industries hiring of AI engineers, the global companies and the organization that hires AI engineers. If you are having the sound knowledge of the programming concept, the mathematical concept, the business analyst like that. So we have a lot of scope in the global and the, we can say, the organizations, the local prospects in India. If we talk about the average salary in India, the job role, if a person is a data analyst, the average salary is 5 to 10 lakhs per annum. For AI engineers, it's 8 to 20 lakhs per annum. ML engineers, 10 to 25 lakhs per annum, or the data science 10 to 30 LPA, AI research engineer 50 to 40 LPA, and senior AI engineers, if they having the sound knowledge of AI, that is 30 to 60 plus LPA. So factors affecting salary, roles and responsibility, the number of real-time projects you have handled, the number of years of experience you are having, location. It also depends upon the location, that is metro cities and the other cities, skills and technology you learn, company profile and the industry. So these factors will directly affect the average salary package of the AI engineers. Top international package can be substantially higher depending on role, experience, and the location. So these things are matter. Now, global demand, the world needs AI talent. Countries hiring AI professional, India, USA, Canada, UK, Germany, Australia, Japan, Singapore. So we have the different companies. So we can say that AI is a global carrier, opportunities are everywhere. The future is borderless. So we need to learn this technology to get the better opportunity, better career opportunity globally. And a skill required, the essential skills to build a successful career in the field of AI and data science. We need to have the strong programming concept, write clean, efficient code to build software and AI application. SQL, extract, manage, and analyze data from the database, because we need always the structured data which is in the form of Excel sheet, in the form of the table, which is in the form of rows and columns. So if the data are in the form of the rows and column in the form of table, that is the structured data. And with the help of that, we can able to access the data easily. Then we have the mathematics concept, build a strong foundation in algebra, calculus, linear algebra, and statistics probability. Communication, explain idea clearly and present insight effectively. So you have the sound communication, and this is very much essential to represent your idea, the meaningful information in a better way. Then you must have the concept of critical thinking, analyze the information objectively and make better decisions like that. So if the Python programming language is concerned, the most popular language for AI, ML, and data science. So Python is most prominent language for AI, ML, and data science. You must have the concept of statistics, understand data pattern, probability, and draw meaningful insights. You must have the problem solving approach, break down complex problem and build efficient or effective solution of those problems. Then you must have the teamwork ability, work collaboratively to achieve common goals, to continuously learn. You must have the habit to learn continuously, because The technologies are updating or change very frequently. Stay updated with new technologies and keep improving your skills. So these are the essential things which are required to build a successful career in the field of artificial intelligence and data science. Learn, practice, apply. This skill will empower you to create intelligent solution and make a real world impact. Then we have the roadmap during 4 years. So step-by-step learn path to become an AI and data science professional. In first year, you need to learn programming, Python programming, the concept of mathematics, communication skill, Git and GitHub concept. In the second year, we need to learn the data structures, algorithms, database, machine learning basics. In third year, we need to learn deep learning concept, computer vision concept, natural language processing, perform or do the real-time projects and the internship in the company to get the idea or expertise while doing the real-time projects. Then the research paper, industry projects, placements based on those, higher studies, startups. So these are nothing but the roadmap during 4 years. Learn continuously. You need to learn continuously, build real-time projects, gain experience while making the real-time projects, make an impact, and shape your future. That is nothing but the 4 years roadmap in the field of AI and data science. Then we'll talk about the emerging technology. The future is intelligent, connected, and sustainable. These technologies are shaping tomorrow and creating new opportunities across industries. So we need to learn artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, machines that thinks, learn, and make decisions like humans. That's why we talk about the smart machine, smart device, smart watch, smartphone, because the device is capable to think itself, obey the instruction of the user, take the decision by own self. That is the device is smart enough. Now we need to learn the concept of machine learning, algorithms that learns from data, extract the hidden information and improve automatically. Then we need to learn deep learning, advanced neural network, that is artificial neural network, convolution neural network, recurrent neural network. So advanced neural network concept for complex problem solving. What is the role of activation functions? The different activation function, how to that fire the neuron. What is the backward propagation, forward propagation? What is the fine tuning? So these things are required to know. Then we need to learn the concept of computer vision, that is enabling machine to see, understand, and interpret images. So if you want to perform the image processing, so the computer vision is the field which enable machine to see, understand, interpret the meaningful information from the image and classify the image. Then we need to learn the natural language processing, enabling machine to understand, interpret, and generate the human language. That is nothing but natural language processing. Then we need to learn the concept of generative AI that creates new content like text, images, code, and more. That is nothing but the generative AI. Then we need to learn the cloud computing, delivering scalable resources and services over the internet. Then big data analysis, handling missing massive amount of data for better insights or useful insight. Then we need to learn the Internet of Things, the concept of Internet Things, how to deploy the sensor, how to extract the data from the sensors, how to transfer those data into the cloud and download this data which is acquired from the sensors and use the AI technology to get the meaningful information. So connecting device and enabling smart environment. So in IoT, right from data gathering to get the smart solution in the field of agriculture, in the field of, we can say that, the automobiles industry. So we need to deploy. So with the help of that, the possibility of that, we can talk about the Industry 4.0, Industry 5.0. So we need to deploy the IoT device to extract the data and provide the smart solution to integrate with AI. Then we have edge AI, running AI algorithm on device for real-time decision. So this is nothing but the edge AI. Then we need to know the blockchain concept, secure, transparent, and decentralized digital transaction. So with the help of this blockchain, we can able to perform the secure transaction. Then in the field of robotics, intelligence robots, we deploy a lot of robots in the field of healthcare, in the field of automobile industries. So this robot will automate the whole process. These are the emerging technology. The future is intelligent, connected, and sustainable. Embrace, learn, innovate, stay ahead, build the future. So these emerging technologies you need to learn. Then if we talk about the future scope, AI is transforming the world and creating limitless opportunities across every sectors. We have high demand, long-term growth. AI professional will be in high demand for decades to come because everybody is talking about AI. There is a vast opportunity, diverse career opportunity, work in multiple domains and industries across the world, innovate and solve real-world problems, build intelligent solution, provide intelligent solution that improves the lives of human beings and the business. Attractive salaries and global packages. AI career offers high salaries and global exposures. The future is intelligence. Be the one who build it. Automation and efficiency everywhere. New technology, new possibility from AI to IoT to quantum AI. The innovations are endless. We have a lot of opportunity for the researchers and academia. Explore research, publish papers, contribute to AI, write patents, make a positive impact, use AI for sustainable healthcare, education, and social goods. So these are nothing but the future scope. Limitless possibility, opportunity, real impact, a better tomorrow. The future belongs to those who learn today. Healthcare, education, finance, agriculture, manufacturing sector, smart cities, transportation, the field of entertainment, in the field of space, and many more. So these are nothing but the future scope of learning AI. That's why we can say that AI is transforming the world and creating limitless opportunity across every sector. Then we have some successful stories, real people, real skills, real impact. From learner to leader, AI is changing lives and inspiring the world. So we have Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, Mark Zuckerberg, that CEO is Meta, Elon Musk, Arvind Srinivas, Dimple Saha, Ali Godse, Divya Chintka, and Manu Virdi, the NVIDIA director of AI, then Poonam Sinha, then Siddharth Nair. So these are nothing but the various leader, and we have a lot of success stories of these leaders. Success is not just about talent; it's about passion, continuous learning, and the courage to build the future. So you need to learn continuously, upgrade your knowledge, and become an expert AI engineer. So you need to learn continuously. You need to work on real-time problems, build projects, stay curious, curious to learn new technology, and it will create impact. So your journey start today. You can be the next success story. So thank you from my side. That's all.
चौहान सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इतना ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेटिव आपका जो सेशन रहा वो स्टूडेंट्स के लिए और आइकन फैमिली के लिए बहुत सपोर्ट करेगा। और जैसा कि हमारा ये पूरा पर्पस भी है कि आगे हम इसको बढ़ा के ले जाएंगे, तो आप जैसे प्रबुद्धजीवियों, पांडा सर जैसे प्रबुद्धजीवियों की वजह से ये फैमिली आगे बढ़ सकती है। तो आपका सपोर्ट इस पूरी टीम को और पांडा सर का सपोर्ट इस पूरी टीम को इसी प्रकार से मिलता रहेगा। और आगे भी उम्मीद है कि और भी एक्सपर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री के हमारे साथ जैसे जुड़ेंगे आपके माध्यम से, तो हम आइकन फैमिली को और ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे।
Sure,
अब
sir. Sure.
जी, अनुष्का बेटा,
Yes, sir.
वैष्णवी, फर्स्ट प्रेजेंटेशन।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I would like to begin with the presentation session. So first, for the first presentation, I would like to invite Ms. Vaishnavi Pant from Faculty of Technology for her presentation. Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi.
Yes, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are. You can begin.
So good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today, I'll be talking about one of the most exciting technologies of our generation, that is known as machine learning. So, we hear terms like Chat GPT, deep learning, artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, and like Netflix recommendations and self-assistance almost every day. But like, have you ever wondered like what actually these powers, these technologies? So the answer is machine learning. So in today's session, we'll understand what machine learning really is, how it works, the different types of machine learning techniques, their real world applications, and how this technology is shaping our future. So whether you're completely new to this topic or already having knowledge, my goal is to explain everything in a simpler and practical way. So let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of machine learning. So let's move to the slide number second. So the second slide is foundations, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So before learning machine learning, let's first understand these three important terms that are often confused. So the first one is the artificial intelligence or AI. So artificial intelligence is the broad concept of making machines perform tasks that normally requires human intelligence. These tasks includes understanding languages, recognizing images, making decisions, solving problems, and even playing games. Think of AI as the parent concept. Inside AI comes machine learning. So machine learning is the branch of AI which computers learn from data instead of being explicitly programmed with every single rule. So if we talk about the example of machine learning, like for example, you can like instead of telling a computer every rule to identify spam emails, we provide it with thousands of examples of spam and non-spam emails. The system studies these examples and gradually learns to identify whether it's a spam email or not a spam email. So now let us talk about the deep learning. So deep learning is a specialized part of machine learning that uses neural network inspired by human brain. It is especially powerful for solving complex problems such as speech recognition, image recognition, language translation, facial recognition, and autonomous driving. So to understand their relationship, image three circles. The biggest circle is the artificial intelligence. Inside AI is machine learning, and inside machine learning is deep learning. So some examples you have already maybe known to, like Netflix recommends movies according to your interest automatically. Other examples can be like ChatGPT, which generates human-like response using deep learning models. So let's come to the next slide, slide number 3. So the slide 3 is the machine learning timeline from theory to revolution. So machine learning did not become successful overnight. It has evolved over many decades. The journey begins in 1950 when Alan Turing published the famous paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence. What that did basically was he introduced the idea that machine learning could someday think intelligently. And then in 1966, uh, Arthur Samuel he developed a computer program that learned to play checkers. Like instead of following mixed rules forever, it improved by learning from experience. This was one of the earliest example of machine learning. And then in 2012, one major revolution happened. Hinton, what he did basically, he developed a deep learning. He developed deep learning techniques that achieved extraordinary result in the ImageNet competition. So this transformed computer vision forever. And after that, in 2022, uh, we saw that ChatGPT became one of the most fastest growing technologies in the history by reaching millions of users in a very short period of time. So this demonstrated that machine learning had become practical, useful, and accessible to everyone. So looking at this timeline, we can clearly see that today's AI revolution is the result of decades of research and innovation. So let us come to the slide number 4. So how machine learning works. This is basically about how machine learning works. So now let's understand how machine learning actually works. Every machine learning system follows a sequence of steps. So here are the steps. The first step is data collection. So everything starts with data. Data can come from either websites, sensors, mobile apps, hospitals, businesses, cameras, or customers interaction. So the next step is data processing. Raw data usually contains missing values, duplicate records, and errors. So we can clean and organize the data before using it. The next step is model training. Here the algorithm studies the data and tries to discover patterns and relationships. So this is where actual learning happens. The fourth step is testing and validation. So after training, we evaluate whether the model performs well on new or like in the unseen data. So what this does basically is this helps to ensure that the model is not like simply memorizing the training data. And finally comes the prediction and continuous improvement. So like once deployed, the model makes predictions in the real world. So as new data becomes available, it can retrain to improve its accuracy. So this continuous learning process is what makes machine learning systems smart over time. Now let's come to the next slide. So this is the types of machine learning. There are 4 types of machine learning. So machine learning, the first is supervised learning. Like in supervised learning, here the algorithm learns using labeled data where the correct answer is already known. For example, we can take like identifying whether an email is spam or not. The next is the unsupervised learning. In this case, the data has no labels. The algorithm discovers hidden structures and groups by itself. So a good example can be customer segmentation. The third is semi-supervised. The semi-supervised refers to this combines a small amount of labeled data with a large amount of unlabeled data. It provides high accuracy with reducing the effort of manual labeling. And the fourth one is the reinforcement learning. So here the system learns through rewards and penalties. Whether it makes a good decision, it receives a reward, and whenever it makes a poor decision, it receives a penalty. So over time, it learns the best possible strategy. The technique is used in robotics, gaming, and self-driving cars. So each learning method has its own strengths and is chosen depending on the type of problem being solved. Now let's come to the next slide. So this is about supervised learning. Now let's explore supervised learning in more detail. Supervised learning mainly solves two types of problems. The first is classification. Classification predicts categories. For example, spam or not spam, disease present or absent, fake transaction or genuine transaction. So popular algorithm includes like decision trees, random forest, support vector machines, and logistic regression. So the second type you can see on the screen is regression. Regression it predicts the numerical values. For example, it includes like predicting house prices, stock prices, rainfall, or future sales. So common regression algorithms include like linear regression, polynomial regression, and gradient boosting. And one of the biggest advantages of supervised learning is its high accuracy when enough label data is available. So, however, preparing label data requires time, money, and human effort. That is one of its biggest limitations. And now let's come to the next slide. Unsupervised and semi-supervised learning. So unlike supervised learning, unsupervised learning does not receive correct answers. Instead, it tries to discover patterns hidden within the data. So one popular algorithm is k-means clustering. So what it basically does is that it groups similar data points together. For example, an e-commerce company can divide customers into different groups based on shopping habits. Another important topic is principal component analysis, which is known as PCA. PCA reduces the number of variables while preserving important information. So this helps to simplify large data sets and speeds up model training. Unsupervised learning is widely used for fraud detection, customer segmentation, and for anomaly detection. So now let's talk about semi-supervised learning. Like imagine you have 1 million images, but only 10% are labeled. So instead of labeling every image manually, semi-supervised learning combines labeled and unlabeled data. This significantly reduces cost while maintaining high accuracy. So this approach is commonly used in medical imaging, document classification, and large AI systems. So now let's come to the next slide. Reinforcement learning, learning through interaction. So reinforcement learning is one of the most interesting learning techniques. Here an intelligent agent interacts with an environment. Like every action produces either a reward or a penalty. The goal is to like maximize total rewards over time. So think about teaching a child to ride a bicycle. Like whenever the child balances correctly, they gain confidence. While they fall, they learn what not to do. So similarly, the algorithm keeps improving through experience. One of the most famous example is AlphaGo, which defeated world champion Lee Sedol in 2016. And other applications include like self-driving cars, warehouse robots, game playing AI, and industrial automation. So, although reinforcement learning can solve extremely complex decision making problems, it requires a large amount of computation training time and resources. Now let's come to the next slide. So here we'll know about machine learning across industries and its real impact. So machine learning is transforming almost every industry. Let's take the first example, healthcare. In healthcare, it helps doctors to detect diseases earlier and discover new medicines and recommend personalized treatments. In finance, banks use machine learning to detect fraud, assess credit risk, and automate trading. In e-commerce, companies like Amazon recommends products based on customers' preference, while Netflix suggests movies and TV shows according to like the viewer's history. In autonomous vehicles, companies such as like you can take example of Tesla, Waymo, it combines the computer vision and reinforcement learning to navigate roads safely. In cybersecurity, machine learning identifies unusual behavior, predicts cyber threats, and detects malware before significant damage occurs. So these examples shows that machine learning is no longer just a research topic; it has become an essential part of modern life. Now let's come to the next slide. So this is basically about the future trends, emerging trends from 2024 to 2026. So the future of machine learning is like evolving rapidly. One major trend is generative AI. So generative AI, it creates new content, including like text, images, video, music, and computer coding. The next is the generative AI, its applications are like Chat GPT. You can take example of Chat GPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot. Uh, these are like transforming education, businesses, and software development. The next is the another important trend is large language models, which understands and like it generates human language with remarkable accuracy. We have next as AI. So what it does is instead of sending all data to the cloud, AI models now run directly on smartphones, smart cameras, and wearable devices. This improves speed, privacy, and efficiency. Another exciting area is explainable AI. So as AI becomes powerful, more powerful, people want to understand why it makes certain decisions. Explainable AI makes these decisions transparent and trustworthy. So unlike traditional chatbots, AI agents, finally we have like AI agents. So what AI agents do basically, unlike like traditional chatbots, AI agents can independently perform multiple tasks like make decisions and solve complex workflows with minimal human intervention. So this represents the next major evaluation in artificial intelligence. Now let's come to the next slide. So key takeaways and conclusion. Key takeaways and future scope. So as we conclude, let's summarize the key points. Machine learning has evolved from a theoretical concept into one of the most influential technologies in the world. We explored the relationship between artificial intelligence and machine learning. We understood how machine learning systems learn from data through collection, pre-processing, training, testing, and continuous improvement. We discussed four major machine learning techniques: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement learning, and so saw how each is used in solving real-world problems. We also explored applications across healthcare, finance, cybersecurity, commerce, and autonomous transportation. Looking ahead, technologies like generative AI, large language models, explainable AI, as AI, and AI agents will continue to redefine industries in everyday life. The most important takeaway is that the future will not belong to those who fear artificial intelligence. It will belong to those who understand it, learn how to work with it, and use it responsibly. So, thank you all for your time and attention. I hope this presentation helped you understand the fundamentals of machine learning. I'll be now happy to answer any question you may have.
स्टूडेंट्स का कोई क्वेश्चन है वैष्णवी से? ओके, अनुष्का.
Okay, so moving ahead. Now, I would like to invite our second presenter, Mr. Aditya Senwal from Subhash Chandra Bose Academy, Dehradun. Aditya.
आदित्य हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं अभी?
So I think he's not present. Maybe some network issue. Yes, sir. So now I would like to call our presenter for today's AIKN session, Miss Riddhi Kukureti from PNS Academy, Dehradun.
रिद्धि कुकृति हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं स्टूडेंट, DNS एकेडमी से। मुझे लगता है कि वो भी है ना। अनुष्का,
Yes, sir.
देन कंक्लूड करते हैं बेटा। आज
Yes,
काफी
sir. So now I would like to thank all of us to who join us today for the AIKN session.
हेलो।
Hello, am I audible?
यस यस।
So I would like to announce before concluding this session, I would like to announce the dates for the next session, that is 26 from the 26th September to 30th September, and topic will be shared soon.
मैं प्रोफेसर पांडा सर का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा सर। उन्होंने जो है कोर एआई के कॉन्सेप्ट्स के ऊपर हमें और आइकन फैमिली को कृतज्ञ किया। और सर उसके अलावा रुद्र प्रताप सिंह सर को भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा कि वो उन्होंने डेटा साइंस और एआई के रिलेशंस को स्टूडेंट्स के समक्ष हमें समझाया। उसके अलावा जो स्टूडेंट प्रेजेंटर्स हैं पूरे सेशन भर जो लोग रहे, और उसके अलावा 26 तारीख से आप लोग जुड़े हुए थे इन सेशंस में लगातार अपने अपने परफॉर्मेंसेस के साथ, उन सभी स्टूडेंट्स का मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा। और हमारे साथ विशेष रूप से अनुष्का हैं, वैष्णवी हैं, तो ये प्रेजेंट भी करती हैं स्टूडेंट, और जो है आप देखते हो कि इनकी एंकरिंग और बाकी जो सहयोग इनके द्वारा आइकन टीम को मिलता है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा अप्रिसिएबल होता है। तो इन दोनों स्टूडेंट्स का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। साथ में फैकल्टी मेंबर्स मोनिका गुप्ता और अमित वर्मा सर हमारे साथ जुड़े रहते हैं। उसके अलावा TSTC से फैकल्टी मेंबर्स या गोपेश्वर से जो फैकल्टी मेंबर्स उनका सहयोग मिलता है, उन सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं IT बॉन में भदौरिया सर को भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा कि वो भी हमारे शुरुआती सेशन में रहे और उनके आइडियाज़ से ये आइकन फैमिली एनरिच हुई। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी लोगों को एक बार। और अगस्त में ये सीरीज़ पुनः स्टार्ट होगी 26 अगस्त से पॉसिबली। तो सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार सर।
Thank you, Dr. Sandeep. Thank you so much.
सर थैंक यू सर।
Thank you so much.
सर थैंक यू।